Get a little bit of gasoline. You come gonna set your place on fire. Let's get higher. You come gonna set your place on fire. Let's get higher. Get a little bit of gasoline. Welcome to another water city. I'ma make it burn.
Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to S.W.E Racing. We appreciate y'all tuning in. So we're going to start getting ready to hang this body. Before we do, we're going to do some prepping. This quarter panel here used to have silver on the top piece of the quarter panel. We're going to go to all black. It was kind of funny because this one had silver on the top to match the roof, but the other side didn't. It was all black. So we went ahead and reshot this one all black. We're going to paint the roof black. We're going to go all black on this car, and then we're going to put some graphic design on it. We'll do a big reveal on that. What we'll do is we'll show, get the body all put on and at one solid color, and then later on, after I get the graphics, we'll do a reveal on that. But before we can put it back together, like I said, we had to redo this one. We're going to go ahead and, the other one's got a crack in it, so we're going to go ahead and re-glass it and get it ready to be shot, and we'll reshoot it. We got brand new fenders for it. We got brand new nose. The hood that goes on it, we have, it's already black, but I have another one that's a lot lighter, so we're going to probably end up using the lighter one, and we'll have to trim it down to the size of the one that goes on this. We'll see how that goes. If we can use the lighter one, we're going to. If we can't, then we'll put the original one back on, but I'd rather use the lighter one. Anywhere you can save weight up high, the better off you are, and you can get the weight down low. All right, so we'll get you out the tripod and let you take a look at this one that's in here. Let's go in here. Zoom out here. Okay, so right here on this corner of this one, this is all broke out and cracked. So we're going to go in and we're going to put some glass on the back side, and then we'll touch up the other side. You see right there, it's all cracked all the way down. And then we'll go ahead and reshoot this one. So we'll get ready for that and let you see that. Alright, so you've seen on that fender, or the quarter panel, how it's cracked. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up some fiberglass resin and do a patch on there. Hope y'all can see this here kit, repair kit. I actually bought it for my hood on the street, but I never did repair it, so yeah. We'll get that repaired too. Okay. Notice the radio's not on. I usually work with the radio on. So, it comes with your little tub. Comes with your matting. Comes with your resin and your hardener. A little spatula and a steer stick. So let's go ahead and get this going. I'm not quite sure how much resin to use. I'm not a pro at it, but we're going to try and figure it out. Make sure that all that dirt and debris is off of there. I've already sanded it. Just want to make sure it's cleaned off. Okay. One thing it didn't come with is gloves. So I got one. We'll go ahead and throw that on. If we can fit them on. Alright. Now that's what I want to do before we get started mixing. gonna have no scissors. No scissors. Where's my scissors? Right in that drawer that I can't get to. No scissors. Where are they at? Well. Not doing too good there. Let me go find them. They're probably out in the shop. There we go. Scissors. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out my pieces of matting that I'm going to put in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Barely, huh? Let's get you a little better. This ain't working too good for me here. Maybe if I lower you down. Is that better? Yeah, there you go. There we go. So our crack's right here. So we're going to take this matting. And now remember, the rear tailpiece is going to rivet to the back of this seam. So we don't want to build up too high on this corner, but we want to give it some strength. So let's see, about like yay. That's looking pretty good there. We'll go ahead and cut across this for that angle. We'll put it right up in there. I'd say that's good right there. Okay, so now we got our piece there. I think we'll do an extra one a little further back. To add a little more strength in that. So that one's going to be the first piece. The second piece we're going to stagger back a little ways so that we don't get this seam too thick up in here and we have a big gap in between the rear bumper cover and where we're fixing it. Yeah, that might be alright. Let's go ahead and run it all the way out. That. Yeah, I think that'll work good right there like that. Add a bunch of strength to it and keep it from cracking out again. Alright. So we'll open this up. Pour some of that in. We don't want to pour too much because, like I said, if I get too much hardener, it's going to harden up too fast and we won't be able to get it applied fast enough. And of course it's sealed. go. Put the scissors off so that don't harden on it. And just a dab of that. And we'll start stirring it up. Hopefully we put enough hardener in it. I never know. I mean, I'm sure there's a formula to it, but it's kind of like mixing Bondo. I just kind of eyeball it and look pretty good. Drop the stick on the floor so it gets nice and dirty. Wipe her down. Put that right there. Then you can go in here and do a little more mixing. Then I just kind of apply it on here. Make sure we're not leaking into that toolbox that I got this sitting on. Get it all the way up on the edge here. Smear it down in there. I'm sure y'all probably know how to do all this, but figured I'd put a video out on it and y'all can tell me if I'm doing it right or wrong, because I'm not a pro at it. And if it turns out and it works, then I guess I'm good enough to do it, huh? Okay, so we got quite a bit of amount on there. We're going to take that and stick it right there. We'll take our first piece, we'll lay it on here, let it soak up in there. Go back to our squeegee. Just pour a bunch on it, smear it out, work out any kind of bubbles that are in there. Make sure we're getting nice and flat. Everything getting covered, and you can tell by the color of it if you're getting good saturation on it. If it still looks really white, then you're probably not good enough yet. So get it right down in that crack. And I'll go back to this. Take our second piece, place it right in there, right on the edge. That's what I hate about fiberglass work. It's messy and itchy. If you actually get fiberglass on you, it's pretty itchy. I probably mixed up too much, but rather have too much than not enough. Gonna put it all on there. Get it all the way out to the edge here. We're slopping some on the floor, but that's all right. Nice coverage. Put down this. finger there. Alright, now we're going to let that set for just a sec. Put this back over here. Now I really want to turn it over to do the other side. Glass that in a bit. Just with resin on the other side. I'm not going to use no matting on the other side. I just want to fill that crack in with some resin. See if I can flip this over without losing everything. I don't know if you guys can still see that or not. There's already some resin coming through the other side, so that's a good thing. Now we're just going to fill it in with resin. Pretty thick, so looks like it's going to stay on there pretty good. Pretty messy though. Yeah, I think that might do it. Looks like it might be a little low. No, they might be alright. Okay. So yeah, now we gotta get rid of the rest of this. I don't want to flip that back over. When I get to doing tedious stuff like this, I get to shaking. Plus I've had a couple cups of coffee. That don't usually help. Make sure we got plenty going in there. I'm actually kind of shaking it in there myself. What I'm doing is just building up a bunch. Kind of like you do Bondo, you build it up and then you gotta sand it off. Okay. That's built up pretty good. Let it set up and we'll go after it, sanding it. While we're here with this stuff, we might as well check and see if there's any place else we kind of could use some resin and fill in. We've already got it mixed up, we might as well use it up. Everything else looks pretty good. Probably shouldn't even put any on that one, but there was a little crack there. But it's actually a protruding crack, so it probably wouldn't serve us to put this on there. But maybe it'll build up a little strength and stop that from cracking more later on. Mainly just trying to use up all the resin that I have. So we're just shoving some into the crack. got all that gone. We got a little run there, a little run down there. We're gonna have to sand all that anyway, so. Just looking to make sure we're filling in good and everything's gonna be good. It's kind of setting up pretty good now, so we're gonna go right along this edge. Beef up that edge. There we go. Now we're good with that. We're gonna let that harden, and then we'll get you back on when we get it sanded and show you how it looks. All right.